1800, episode 11. Alright, so today I would like to focus primarily on making sure that our weapon factories are producing correctly. This is very important because pretty soon, in an hour and a half roughly, or maybe an hour even at this point, we are going to war with the pirate in the New World again. And by that time I would like to have at least 2 ship of the lines there. Right, so for that we need a lot of tons of wood, we need 30 tons of sails, and we need 30 tons, but basically 60 tons of weapons. Now this is not producing correctly because they are lacking steel. We have a furnace, 2 furnaces, but I believe we might need a 3rd one. Now let's have a look. Iron is going up, coal is going up, so we actually have the capability to do it. We need 100 workers, which we also have. So all of that works out quite nicely, but this is kind of getting oversaturated here a little bit with all these production facilities. Well, if I put it over here somewhere, I don't know if I can fit it in here somewhere. Not without destroying the road. We could fit it in over here. They could deliver the production of the steel directly to these buildings. And this is going to take away a little bit of the production from the coal, but we have a coal mine now, so I think that should be okay. Let's place this down. And then this guy is going to get coal and iron from the warehouse. Now this is a thing, we are going to upgrade this one. This is the final upgrade. The maintenance cost is now at -100 for this thing. So it's a bit expensive, but at least it can fit 4 of these carts on the loading ramp and keep another 4 in reserve. So this really helps to speed things up. Hopefully enough. Alright, so weapons produces every 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, good to know. Now another thing today is I logged in. This is the release day of Land of Lions, the final DLC in the Season 2 pack for Anno 1800. And today they released all of the ornaments and other things that normally you would have to unlock through achievements and Ubisoft points or whatever they're called. They released them for free, so now we have a lot of extra cool little things that we can build to make this whole thing a little bit livelier. For example, we have a shed. We could build a shed over here, because why not? We could have a water tower, which is kind of cool. We could place a water tower here in case, like, oh, there's a fire, let's run to the water tower, get some water. We have cargo containers. Build a few of those because that looks kind of cool. We have a dirt mound. Not sure why we would need that one there, but we could put it next to a clay pit, for example. Like, there's a bunch of different things that we could build here to, yeah, make the whole place look a little bit more realistic, like an industrial hellhole, essentially.
We have the devil.
Place that one there. Place another one there. Yeah, it just makes everything come alive a little bit more. Meanwhile, expedition time.
Uncertain shores.
The Mysterious Artefacts. The discovery of several strange artifacts aboard spooks the crew. Tied to the rigging, bunks, boards, and even atop the captain's desk. A warning, a threat, and who put them here? There. Since the nearby island is uninhabited, it is sensible only to think the perpetrator must be aboard. The crew must know or have seen something last night. Ask the crew who did this. Your crew are beginning to bond. Someone comes forward, not having expected to cause such a bother. They're for me old mum, he sighs. Birds. That one's a little robin. Made them together when she was ill. Now she's gone, The others are quick to put an arm around his shoulder. They're all in this together. That was the best possible outcome to this. We know who did it, and there's no creepy reason why he did it. Just a reminder of his dear old mum. So, that's kind of cool. Yeah, alright, so this thing is now producing at 97%, soon to be 100, and now this guy is delivering straight to the weapon factory.
The requisite materials.
That is good. Now we also have a limestone deposit. We need to keep in mind that we need to have a road with access to it. So we're going to build a little road right there. Where did he just take that? Oh yeah, he is. He's still unloading. Alright. So it needs only one and then it starts producing. So hopefully this... Oh, this produces every 30 seconds. This produces something every minute and 30 seconds. So technically one of these could fuel 3 of these. But of course we also lack steel in the steelworks. So basically this one would produce enough for these 3 things. This one would produce for that. I don't know, we'll see if this is going to be, because we have this one, that one, the 2 steel factories. My gut says we have enough, but we also have the sewing machine. Yeah, I think at this point we have enough. We were lacking maybe the 1 furnace that we... Yeah, I think we needed 1 more of that, and that should be it. That should be fine. Now then, we are up to 806 artisans.
Sweet
Let's have a look.
Music.
They have everything they want at this point. And rum is coming in again, finally. Alright, so essentially that tells me we should just kind of keep upgrading. Keep upgrading some of the farmhouses. Most importantly, however, upgrade some of the worker residences. Upgrade these 6. And that gives us access to the hospital. Now we definitely need to build that immediately because these sicknesses, they can spread quite quickly, and the hospital, well, actually the hospital fits in here. That is very nice. We'll build one in here as a blueprint for now until we get 12 tons of wood, which should be pretty soon. We have a resident quest.
It's you what pulls the levers.
These nouveau riches parading their luxuries around while most of us lowly workers have never tasted a single droplet of cocoa. Even things out, boss. He wants cocoa or chocolates. Alright, we have chocolate in store. Usually these guys ask for things you already have anyway, most of the time. Alright, so let's give him that. And for that he gives us 20 tons of sausages. Alright, so let's build a hospital. This doesn't provide anyone with any extra happiness. They don't want it, but they definitely do need it. Now, we have fur abundance. So we can actually build furs to get... yeah. So we would need 2 hunting cabins for 1 fur dealer. However, we also need cotton. And cotton can only be built in the New World. So that is another thing that we are going to have to get on top of. We have cotton fertility on this island, but not on this island. That is good to know, because at this moment the international rum route goes straight from this island, but now it also needs to take cotton, which will be built here. So maybe on this trade route we can take cotton from this island to there, and from this island it can be picked up again by this route. Alright. What are we using cotton for on this island? I don't think for anything yet. Eventually we're going to have to use it for bombines. Bombine, or however you pronounce it, I'm not entirely sure. Other than that though, you only produce it for sales. And I haven't been doing that. So we need to find, let's see, every 30 seconds a cotton mill produces. And every minute, so we need 2 cotton plantations for 1 cotton mill. Now I think, yeah, we can use this island over here to make good use of that. Alright, so let's place this one down over here. I don't know how many fields we are going to need, but I'm assuming quite a few. 144, yeah. That's not an insane amount, but it's also not a little amount. Alright, so we're going to leave a little gap over here so that we can actually stretch out the field belonging to the second cotton plantation next to it, all the way to the end as well. So we can just turn this one around a little bit, because why not? Right, drag out the road. And then the cotton fields. Like so. We have 2 more in the back there. Now we can drag this out. Like that, I guess. Alright, so now we have 2 of those. They need 10 workers each, which is not that much, and 10 workers for a cotton mill. The cotton mill can be placed right there. And now we are producing cotton every 30 seconds. How much is the upkeep? -5, that is extremely cheap. -10. Alright, so in total it's -20. And it only needs 30 people in total. I say we will build another one. Because we will need a lot of cotton, I think. And you know, the cost is so cheap that, honestly, I don't expect a problem here. We'll place this one right there. We'll drag out a little road, like so. I think that works out quite nicely. Ah. And here we have the end of that road. Okay, so this road we are going to readjust to follow along this side. And then we are going to destroy the rest of this road. And hopefully another cotton plantation will fit in here. Hopefully. Right, that gets us quite a long way. That's good. 144, there we go. Right, so now we need a cotton mill, and this is a little bit problematic. Because this one is now quite far away from the cotton mill. Alright, let us see what we can do here. Make a little path for a road. We'll have a cotton mill right about there. This one can still reach the warehouse. And now we need to have 7 more tiles of space for the cotton. So let's see. If we add a road here, delete this part, and drag this out over here. And that's 144. So this is now producing fully. It's going to take some time to bring it all the way back over here, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Now let's adjust our trade route. So we have this one going between our 2 northwest islands. This one can transport 2 different kinds of items. So in Albatross he is going to load an intermediate product, which is cotton fabric. He's going to unload it there. Then this one is going to load in La Garida. It's going to load the cotton fabric and unload it at Neighbours. And then we'll update this to say, oh crap, wrong button. Rum and, what was this called again? Cotton. Accept. That is now fixed. Meanwhile, the expedition. The inspector. I do hope you've nothing to hide, smirks the royal inspector as his soldiers help him aboard from the rowboat. Sailors twitch. Your ship is certain to contravene Her Majesty's law, since it has encroached into demilitarized waters. Threaten him and his soldiers, talk him out of the inspection, or allow him to inspect the ship. We don't have a lot of items that help us with force, I think. So we could try talking him out of it. The success chance for that is equal. Reward is covered. Ooh, rather excellent company, says the inspector over a glass of port. I've been dying for something to break the tedium of the sea. Surprising even his own soldiers, the inspector demands a gift be brought over from the clipper to mark the occasion. Of course, when he finally leaves, the crew collapse about in relief. We get a tarnished silver coins, which we can equip in a museum. Excellent, we'll accept that. And then we will continue on our way. That is very useful. New island has been discovered. Ooh.
One final.
Oh, that's interesting. Right, so we have grapes, more copper, coal deposits, Yeah, we're definitely settling this island as well. Meanwhile,
Good and ready.
our new clipper is finished. We're going to load it up with goods, and then we are going to... Yeah, limestone. We have limestone, right? We have limestone over here. Not over there. Not over here. So... yeah, I think we're going to settle all 3 of these islands. I think we have to.
Aye.
So let's load up. Construction material. 50 tons of bricks, 50 tons of steel beams. We don't need all of that, but we're going to take it. Because
The rudder.
I don't know how much we will need in total. And it will definitely be a bit more. And so this is not a massive island. We don't need tons of people here. So we can have a small harbor. I don't think we need to settle on this side of the island. It just makes the ships take longer. So we're going up north first to settle these 2 islands. And then we're going to go south to settle this one at the bottom. Meanwhile, these people still only want the fur coats. We are working on it. Let us have a quick look. I don't see where the ship is. It is just about to arrive again with another 50 tons of rum. So we're down to 12 tons, so that works out quite well for us. That is good. Beer is going down, so that is something we need to check out again. Now I'm assuming beer is being made over here. We are getting hops over here. So beer is being produced here, I think. Now we have a lot of bakeries. These are all nicely put together, so that works out quite well for us. I don't know exactly where I can find the beer, but if we have this... Ah, there we go. Yeah. Both working at 100%. That all works out. But we just need more, essentially. Alright, so
commission?
we have the rum. Now this guy is going to go back for another shipment of rum, as well as the silk. I don't think we need to build a hunting cabin and the fur dealer until the silk has arrived, because this one, the maintenance cost is minus 50. We will need 2 of them, so that's minus 100. And then the fur dealer is actually minus 500. So that's extremely expensive. Yeah, we're not going to do that until it's necessary. However, do we want another hospital over here? Because that could be useful. We might even put it here in the center. We need to destroy some houses. 4 of them, but we can miss those. I think that's absolutely fine. We're just going to blueprint it for now. Turn it around. Like so, and eventually when we have enough windows, then we can make it. And we need 40 tons. So actually we could probably do with another production thingy. Right, meanwhile our ship has arrived.
Amazing, you know what to do with them all.
We're going to take back what material is left.
I'll admit, your people are willing to fight.
And then we're going to sail to this island.
Steersman.
Now I'm going to be very greedy, but these are the last little islands that are left.
Protect your own.
After that, everything here is settled, and I'm going to have to attack islands. I'm going to have to buy them out. That is going to be very time-consuming, very expensive, or just quite annoying. I never took any island by force yet in this game. What's going on here? Oh, it's a limestone deposit. I was like, okay, this building is missing something, or what? I'm not sure. But the weapon factories are producing pretty much, well, not at the full 100%, so I'm guessing we still lack a little bit of iron. Yeah, this is not building up, or steel, I should say. It's not building up, so there's too many transports as well. But I think that's going to work out. Let's see. We are at 18 tons out of 30, so this is actually building up quite quickly. Now this is nice. And we have enough of a positive balance that we could afford 2 of the ship of the lines. once it's time to build them, because the upkeep of this is 250. So a total of 500 will be down to 1900. That is still very acceptable. Alright, meanwhile, these guys are producing nicely. We have 1 ton of cotton fabric in store, but that is because it is being ferried back and forth. We have 13 tons in here, and how much do we have over here? 10 by now. So when the ship comes back, that is going to be a lot of stuff. Let's have a look. 29 tons of rum. It's decreasing. We might want to build another rum factory. Rum distillery. So let's have a look. This produces every 30 seconds. This produces every 30 seconds. 10 people for this, 30 for that, so 40 people. We have easily got that amount. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we might need another rum thing, because this guy is bringing back and forth rum, and then the other ship is going to come back. It's going to take 50, and then people are going to be missing out over here. So, right, so we have lumberjacks huts, 2 of them producing at every 15 seconds. Should be enough to power 1 more, because this one
No
also
more
takes
space
every
here.
15 seconds. Now this is full, so it's not even producing. But one of these could power 2 of these. We have 2, plus this one. So we, yeah, definitely if all of these are working, then we should be able to have at least 1 more rum distillery. Now we have some oil over here. This is something we need to keep in mind. I would say... where to build it? We want to keep all the corn farms together a bit, so maybe spread the rum out. Maybe on this side. Right, we can build a little bridge. And of course that means we also need another small warehouse. We'll build a warehouse over here, I guess. Alright, connect the road. And then we can have a sugar cane plantation. We'll build it towards the back there. Connect it up to the road. And then we're going to fill out this back area. Alright, so we can fill a little bit more over there. And we need 6 more. Over there like that, I guess. And then a rum distillery fits in here just perfectly. That is very nice. Alright, so we have raw wood in here as well, 122 tons. Yeah, so for sure this guy will be producing at full speed, no problem, at least for the foreseeable future. I'd like to have some weapons in the New World again as well, so we can build another cannon over in this area. That would be very useful. But the ship of the Alliance will also help. In the grasp of the Tentacular. Could it be the Kraken? What else could possess tentacles wide as a barrel and long as bowsprits, as your lookout claims to have spotted protruding from the treacle black swell? Creature of legend or not, a shadow below the surface is hurtling towards your ship at full speed. We can try to kill it, or we can outrun the thing. Now we have a good ship and like a good crew member, so the bonus success chance of 25%. Let's go for it. The wind is with you. Whatever that bird's-beaked nest of serpents below actually is, it relaxes in its piston-like pursuit of your ship once your crew has succeeded in catching the best of the prevailing breeze. Those present swear it was equipped with 2 clock tower eyes within which ink-black pupils swam delirious. For now, it seems its wait for a suitable mate must go on. Okay, let's continue on. Now this is the 3rd one of this expedition, so I'm thinking that might be the last one. That would be very nice. Alright. So things are progressing well here. We are still in the positive. We have all the people that we need. All the farmers that we need on this island as well. So in the old world... Now let's have a look. We're getting very close to being able to build a ship of the line. These guys are still producing at nearly 100% each. So all of that is very, very positive.
Above the madding crowd.
So essentially what we're waiting for now is for the ship to come back with the first load of 50 tons, hopefully, of cotton. 33 tons. It's not great, but it will have to do, and this is definitely why it's good to have two of these production facilities. This one is bringing over 4 tons, this one is bringing over 1 ton. There's 9 tons here. This guy's going to load it. He might even come back before the ship arrives and loads, but that's going to be a little bit tricky, probably. But he just about might make it. 9 tons on top of the 33. It's 42. Alright, so nearly 50 tons. That works out quite well. I'm happy with that. Alright, so these guys still have everything. Now if you go up to 300, then they would need a boxing arena, that's easy to provide. And they would need coffee, which is maybe easy to provide. I don't know, how fast is this growing? Coffee +2. Actually, that is not bad at all. We might actually want to extend our population on this island purely for the benefits of the taxes, really. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Of course, we are going to need some more regular houses. Alright, like that. Now there's 2 over there. Of course, we would need some more houses over here. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should work out if we build a long line of houses like this. If we want to build another line of 2, I think. Let's check it out. Ah, at least 1. But that's fine for now, I guess. Not a problem. Alright, so that gives us plenty of jornaleros. With that, it's time to upgrade some of these houses. We need 300 on this island. Now they're going up to 180. Of course, this just got upgraded. There's going to be a few more. But definitely we will need to upgrade a few more houses. So those 6. That's 250. And of course, like I said, it's going to grow, but maybe just to be sure, another 4 houses like that. And that should do it, really, for us. Right, so he goes, and the ship actually made it in time. We're going with 42 tons of cotton. That is very nice. Meanwhile, a resident quest.
See?
My kids keep pestering me to play with them, and I'm not the only one. Kids here seem to be utterly bored. With some alpaca wool, I could make plush toys for them. Alright.
Sun is hot today.
I'm assuming
use a little help.
We have that. Oh yes.
Did you finish?
Actually,
I'm feeling really proud.
Let us sell down to 50 tons. There's no reason we need that much. Yeah, I'll leave it like that for now. Now we can make the plantains here as well. I don't know if we are still getting enough of that, because we just massively upgraded the amount of people we have. Fried plantains for now are stable, but of course this does not take into account our new population. So this might be going down over time. We need to keep an eye on that. Tortillas are fine. Here as well. Alright. World map. 39 tons of rum, 42 tons of silk. Cotton, actually. Alright. So things are progressing well. Oh crap, yeah, I was about to forget about this.
I see you're exploring yet more islands.
It's so easy to get lost in the moment-to-moment.
Land is for me to own.
Unfurl the sails.
Screw you. We're going to settle another one. What was I about to ask? Did we have... Yeah, we have a lot of artisans, but we're also going to need them for the fur coats eventually. 200 of them, at least for the first factory. Eventually a university, a museum. A museum is not necessary, actually. So all of this is progressing well. We might want to try and do a quest for von Malching to keep him on our side. He's been fighting with someone. Interesting. Now, we can make our first ship of the line. Perfect. We have a lot of income, so we can easily pay for it. This is going to take some time, however, to build. Right now it says 34 minutes, but that's because we don't have the workers. We need 100 workers to build in the shipyard, and they're not always employed because you're not always building ships. So when you're not building ships, those 100 people, they go somewhere else. And that's kind of annoying, to be honest. Because it gets you into the problem that, like, you always need to have 100 surplus workers to make sure that, well, this guy cannot be reached by a road. That is unfortunate. We still cannot build this. We need to upgrade our production of windows. Because it's too slow. We need to upgrade a few more houses so that we have enough workers to build. Let's build this. And then we need a few more farmhouses.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Alright, a festival in Albatross has begun. That is nice. That's always a positive effect for us. Alright, so all of this should be easily reached. Let us have a look at the festival. What do we get? An arts festival. Attractiveness 400. Maintenance cost of public services minus 50%. Attractiveness plus 5. Cultural buildings minus 100% maintenance cost and attractiveness plus 5%. We don't have that much of that, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what the cultural buildings are on this island. Might not benefit us all that much, to be honest. Alright, meanwhile, in the old world, this ship is on its way. It's almost there. That is good. Now we are down to 10 minutes.
Success at sea is not easily won.
My expedition has returned. Nice. Let's see what we get.
I knew this crew.
After weeks of trials and tribulations, your expedition comes home safe. You have captured a wild animal. The crew toasts the success of your zoological expedition. This can only aid studies of the natural world. Oh crap. He wants us to pay money or he will threaten with war. We get the bottlenose dolphin, orca, and... Okay, let's accept that really quick. We have 30 seconds to respond to this. I don't want to go to war with him because I think... Well, actually, none of our ships have to pass his islands. Might not be that bad. Let's just... Oh, man. You know what? Let's just do it for now. Let's
We're always
wait.
looking to those we can trust.
That's nice. I would love that money. A smuggling quest. We can... Yeah, let's accept that one.
Once something you've done makes sense.
And of course, that's not going to stop us from building up this island as well.
Ready.
Your people are starting to get sick.
Let's bring this ship back. Now we have
Amazing
people
you
getting
know what to
sick
do with them all.
somewhere. Where?
Squatter, I won't sue you, I'll ruin you.
Ah. I see. Right, luckily for us though, we can actually build a hospital over here without problem. We're going to build it in this corner where it can reach everything, and that just reminds me we should probably build one over here as well. Hospital, there we go. From here it can reach everyone as well. Right next to the boxing ring, that is pretty convenient, I would say. How much does it even cost? -100, so that is quite expensive for 2 of those. Oh, and we have to pick something up over here. Alright, so we got some animals. The items are over here, okay.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
We'll get rid of this, that, and that as well. Loading speed, we don't need this anymore, we just needed it for the quest. Self-repair, that's quite nice. We're going to keep that one on the ship.
Steersman.
And then we are going to sail over here to pick it up. Without being spotted by these 2 ships that are sailing around it. Alright, so we are not at war with anyone. Leonard von Malching is a bit of a problem, however. Let's try to do a quest for him.
You look idle. Do this, would you?
People I have never before let Icepawn come to me, a baron to be, and claim I owe them money. I'm counting on you to set my slanderous accusers straight. Alright, will you get money for that and a reputation?
Desperate to make
Destroy
something of
a
yourself,
frigate.
I see.
Alright, so we should be able to deal with that pretty soon. In 7 minutes we will have a ship that we can send out to destroy it, and he will like us a little bit more. Now, on the positive side, I don't feel like we need to expand to any of these other islands. Well, maybe eventually for pearls. Tobacco. Do we have tobacco? Not on this one. Not on that one. Oh crap, we do need to expand to this one. Oh man. Well, let's wait and hold on for that one for a little while. This is the last... No, that's not the last one. But this one does... Yeah, it has tobacco, but not the pearls. Oh man, I feel like we should be greedy again.
Awaiting new horizons.
Alright, so the first of the cotton has arrived. Let us start the production of the furs. So we need 2 fur cabins, and they take up a lot of space. So we're going to start hunting up in this area and the back, I suppose, because why not? We'll place one there. Warehouse in the shortcut. We'll place a warehouse right about there. Put a road all the way around it, connect it up. And then we will make a fur dealer. Oh, man. Yeah, right there, why not? I was looking for a place that I could fit a road around it, but this will do. This will do. Ah. And of course these need to be connected up by a road as well. Alright, there we go. Producing at 100%, that takes care of pretty much this corner. I should probably build a road here to remind me of the boundary. I know it looks a little bit weird, but at least it will tell me that, you know, like, beyond this, I really should not build anything, because it's going to affect the production of the fur. And eventually we will build things here as well. So it's going to end up alright, I think. New propaganda articles unlocked. We are growing. That
Just
is good.
say the word.
Right, so we have this clipper to spare now. We could use it to sell some things. We could maybe go on another expedition, but I don't think that ship is the best. Well, actually, his morale is pretty good. He's very good at navigation. Definitely would prefer to send the little bastion, however. Let's have a look where he is. He's right about there.
Coordinates plotted.
Alright, so let's see if we can
There we are.
fix up
All
this
better.
quest quite quickly. We had to spend a lot of money not to go to war with Leonard von Malching, so we need to work on our reputation with him a bit.
Again.
Alright, so this is all fixed, that is good. Now, I haven't really paid attention to their patterns, but they go around in a circle or back and forth, I guess. But this seems to be an opening for me here. So we're going for it.
Let's take nothing for granted.
Yeah, pick it up. Ah, and then this goes away, so it doesn't matter anymore. And we're not at war with them. So, now... we have to take it back to our own island. Perfect. Alright. Now, I don't know if Leonard von Malching... he has frigates, for sure. Does he have ships of the line? I wonder. I don't think so. Doesn't seem like it. He has a bunch of frigates, but he doesn't have a ship of the line. It doesn't matter because enough frigates will take down a ship of the line, of course, but the ships of the line are very powerful. Especially if they get close. Now, as for windows, that's another thing we needed to look at. We have a ton of windows in storage. We might want to stop selling them, maybe, but for now we could actually just expand with another window maker. I don't know where we had one. We have a window maker over here. But these warehouses are getting overloaded. And I haven't seen too many items where window makers were affected by them. So... yeah, I'm building one over here. Let's have a look. Workers, ornaments. We have a cargo stack. We can put the cargo stack right in that little square over here. Because that fits quite well. And now the production of this should be doubled. We do require wood for it.
Every second counts.
Wood is still going up, so that is fine.
Without you,
now we got some money back again for that quest. That is very good. We could do a quick and easy quest for George Smith.
Show me how strong your values are.
When you compromise everything for an ideal, you want something to show for it in the end. If my workers express joy at associating with me, I have a right to be proud of that. I'd like you to photograph our small moment of happiness so my great-grandchildren will know the kind of man I try to be. Alright, that's very easy.
Make your case.
Worker residence. These are all the worker residences. For that, this is like 10 seconds of work. We'll get a ton of money. Boom. Submit. Smug-looking workers under George Smith gathered today only to express their sublime happiness. How nauseating. 7,500 bucks for that. He's happier with us. Bente is happier with us, so that works out quite well. Now, Bente doesn't seem to have a quest for me, so that is fine. Meanwhile, of course, our other ship is ready, so we could go on a pirate hunt.
This is the eye of the devil's storm to come.
The little bastion. Force and naval power. And crafting. Alright, so this one should be relatively easy, but we might want to go to Neighbours first, because we have a few more useful items over there. Crafting, for example. Let's have a look at the construction. 20 for that, nothing for that. Crafting 20 for that one. 20. Naval power. Well, we can get 10 tons of weapons. Will help for sure. Crafting. Let's have a look. Medicine, hunting. Something here is, yeah, so timber is good for crafting, I guess. 40 tons of that, the more we have the better, and then we need rations. So some good rations. That might also double as something for medicine in case we need it. Schnapps. It counts as rations, but it also helps us out in other ways, in the way fish does not. So we will send this one back to Neighbours first of all. And then he is going to go on the expedition from there. Meanwhile though, of course, in the old world,
Ship of the line
our ship of the line is ready. Look at that. That's a ton of cannons, man. Worthy of a screenshot. Alright, so we have 20 minutes to destroy a frigate, which is now sailing over there. And it is called Cloudburst. But if you're watching this and you want to have something in the game named after you, please let me know in the comments. And I could, for example, name the first person to respond. I could name our first ship of the line after you. That could be pretty cool, I think. Alright, so ship of the line, 19 out of 30 tons. 10 tons of that is going to be taken away by the Imperial flagship when it gets here. Nobody seems to have any quests for us, and we should be making fur coats, a proper amount of fur coats. The beer is decreasing. So that is something to take care of as well.
I could simply go to press.
Daring expansion, Rapture's return and outbreak of the disease. Yeah, we could edit this, but it will cost us influence. I don't want to do that. So we're just going to leave it as is. It's only a minor problem.
Such luxury.
Alright, so we would need 500 more of these people to be able to build a university. And I don't know where I'm going to build the university. Meanwhile, we should probably build a hospital there as well. Finally finish that one off. Yeah, so we basically just need to build up our people. We need to increase the production of pretty much everything, but beer first and foremost. So these guys are working at 100%. That is good. How are we doing on hops? We are stable on hops, so we need another one of those. As for malt, is stable as well. So we would need some malt as well. Now in order to make malt, this produces every 30 seconds. The grain farm produces every minute, so we would need 2 grain farms for 1 malt house. Yeah. Let's leave a bit of space here to place a trade union. It's an overlapping radius, that's not allowed. Okay, interesting. So then that doesn't really matter, I guess. We will fill this up with grain fields.
With you as nurse, I knew they'd get well soon.
Alright, so we'll have a connection up to here, and we'll have a connection here. Fill this up. That's 144. So that's 2 of those. Then we need a malt house that both of these guys will be delivering to. Yeah, I guess we'll put it over there. And from there, this guy will provide a brewery. The breweries we had over here. We might actually want to place one here, so that later on we can maybe mess around with a trade union if we get items for it. So that means we probably need another small warehouse on this end. So we're going to place one of those. There's another one over here already, but I think we're going to fill this island, or this part of the island, up with enough things that it's going to work out in the end. And it's only minus 20 coins. It's not that much. Now that being said, we need to work on our hops production, because we will also need more of that. And this produces every minute and 30 seconds. Essentially we will need 2, I guess. Yeah. Or 1 more. But 2 more to be safe. This requires 20 people. We have 35. So essentially we would need 1 more house.
We loves you, we does.
We could make more houses, really. I'm being cheap for no reason. They're not going to require anything more than they're already requiring.
Ship under attack.
Alright,
New orders?
wartime. Oh man, we're going into the wind. Like, we're easily destroying this ship. But I would love to be able to go behind its back or something, you know, like that, or in its front, where it wouldn't be able to fight back as easily. And these guys are at war with each other. Oh, and
Don't talk to me.
look at that. George Smith actually has a ship of the line.
Attention for the Admiral.
And we have the wreckage. We'll pick that up and we'll take it back. Like, for sure he has to have picked it up by now. What's wrong? But alright, he's going into the wind.
Steersman.
It's a bit of a problem. We are almost to the point that we can build a second ship of the line. Now let's have a look at diplomacy. This guy in 23 minutes is going to declare war on us again. So after this is done, we're going to send that ship of the line to the New World. Now, as for the New World, we do not have a repair crane here, but I would really like one. So we're going to build it. Build one over here. And what about here? We don't have enough bricks, and we're not making bricks here. So we might have to take some bricks from here and bring it to the other
Hand
islands.
it over, nitwit.
Alright. That is one quest done.
Not
Let's
bad.
send this one
I'd
to
like
the New World.
Use you again.
He's an annoying asshole, but we just need to respect his naval power for now. He also has his first ship of the line now. And we're getting very close to having our second ship of the line, which we'll also send to the New World. But, well, we might have to wait a little bit longer because, yeah. Oh no, this is the Clipper. And the other one is almost here as well. Yeah, so in a few moments this guy is going to pick up some cannons for the expedition. So it's not that big of a problem, because in the New World we do have a cannon in the harbor.
Your ship has returned from its
The harbors have a cannon themselves. We have a repair crane there now.
Attention for the
So
Admiral.
I think we should be able to deal with the pirate attacks in that area, because we're wedged in one corner of the map in the New World. Right, like we have a little cannon on the harbor here. We have a repair crane so we can repair our ships if they get damaged. We have a cannon in the harbor that basically protects a large chunk. Oh crap. No, you just called Albatross. Basically protects this entire channel up to this line. So we will be exposed for this little area. We definitely want another cannon over here. Actually, ooh, that's another thing that we might want to do. I'm going to escort the ship with my ship of the line, so that it is protected, but we want to have a cannon in the harbor there for sure anyway. So what we can do is we'll take some bricks, let's say 50 tons, and we'll take, how much is one? I think 8. 8 tons of guns, 10 tons. Alright, so that is what we have loaded. Let's load it up, send the ship to the New World as well. And I think that's about it. We've been playing for probably more than half an hour again, but time goes by very quickly in this game. So I'm going to be putting a cut in here, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you back for the next video. Ooh, and we're running low on iron as well. Interesting. So, build a mine.
My father died in a mine.
Yeah, I know. But you can't stop progress, mate. Anyway, see you guys for the next video.